Hello, this is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the paper Plumeria. If you are new here, please subscribe to my channel and like this video below. I also have all the supplies listed below the video along with the template, and you could have this cut with the Silhouette, Cricut, or other cutting machines. And this is also available for hand cutting for those that don't have a cutting machine. First, get the petals cut on a white cardstock paper. Each Plumeria will have 5 petals, and I'm doing a handful of them, so I cut a lot of petals on here. There are 3 different versions on the template. To give you a variety, just make sure you are cutting 5 of each version, and you could size them between 1.6 inches to 1.9 inches in height. I try to vary them in size and different shapes so they don't all look the same when I bundle the flowers. You just want to make sure the 5 petals in one flower are the same size and the same version. Right when you get them cut, I leave it on this sticky mat and use this crayon, which I will be linking below, and I will also link a similar oil pastel crayon. I do 2 shades of yellow, the darker one on the bottom side of the petal and a lighter one right above it, and use my fingers to blend it out. You want to make sure you are not coloring the whole petal. I'm just coloring the bottom side of the petal and blending it slightly above. About halfway into the petal is good enough. You could also vary these by blending more up to the petal or just a little bit on the bottom. Just be consistent within the 5 petals. I also wanted to try adding some pink on the top side of the petals, so when I added pink, I colored it outside of the petal cutout. Do not add it inside because it's too much pigment. Then I blended into the petal shape. You could do a solid pink color too, since I've seen Plumerias in darker colors, but I'm trying to mimic the light pink ones that are gradient pink on the tips. I don't use crayon or oil pastels often, but I think for the Plumerias, this way of coloring felt better than painting them so that it could blend out nicely into the petal. Next, take 24 gauge floral wire. This is thinner wire. Cut 5 about the height of your hand. The petals will have this tab on the side, and you'll need to fold the tab in and add white glue. Then add your floral wire and glue it down on the side. Hold this for a few seconds to let it dry. Then turn it around and use a curling tool. I will link mine below, but you could use any thin stick. Place it right next to where the wire was glued and curl that side in. You want to make sure the curl is very thin and curl it until the tab we glued is covered up. Then curl the tips out. Then go back and hold onto the curled side and gently bring back the petal about 1/4 into the petal. Then do this to the rest of the remaining petals. We need a total of 5 petals, and if you are making more Plumerias, you can do this to the rest of the flowers. I've tried making paper Plumerias in the past but failed several times, but I recently got invited to the Silhouette Summit in Hawaii and I'm so excited for this trip. I thought I'd try making the paper Plumerias again, and because this flower is so simple, clean, and kind of perfect looking, it's hard to get this flower just right. I thought adding the wire on each petal to help shape the curled sides really brought the Plumeria look together. Since they are simple flowers, I needed to make sure every little detail is there, and after studying the Plumerias, I noticed these petals are curved on the sides, so that is what I'm trying to mimic here. After you have the 5 petals ready, grab 3 of them and floral tape with this brown color floral tape. You could use green if that's the only color you have and paint it brown with acrylic paint, or add brown tissue paper on top of the floral tape to get this color. I noticed that the stems on these Plumerias have some brown and green, so that's what I'm trying to do here. Then add the 2 other petals in. I try to go in somewhat of an order, but it doesn't sit perfectly when you are floral taping them, so don't worry, we'll adjust it later. Then put the green floral tape about a couple inches below the brown floral tape. Then go back and fix the petals. If the petals are still moving around on its own, you want to make sure you are floral taping these tight enough that it doesn't move around. Fix the petals so the curled sides are all on the top side. The next part is just the bud. You could make a couple of these. Take one of the petals. This one does not need any color on it. Then glue the wire on the side and just curl up the petal from the left to right like a cylinder. We only need one petal on this and add floral tape on the bottom with the brown and green floral tape. I also wanted to show you how my pink petal Plumeria came out. This was the one where I just added the pink crayon right above the cut of the petal and blended into the petal. So there's this subtle pink shade on the top of the petal, which came out so nice. I'll have to try making more of these next time. Next is the leaf. You could add as many as you want. I think I'm adding 6 of these, and I want to say I'd want more than that, but the 6 will do for now. I put the leaf on top of this shaping mat and used this thin ball side of the tool to score down the middle. I'll be linking this tool and mat below the video. Then score the line on the sides. You could also look up some images for the Plumeria leaves to see what I'm trying to mimic here. I scored it a few times on the same line because this green cardstock paper I'm using is just a little heavier. I believe 80-pound cardstock paper. So I just want to make sure the scored lines show on the other side. And to let you know, the other side is actually the side that will be on the top. So I'm scoring on the back side of the leaf. Flip it over and shape by curling the sides just a little bit. Then there should be this thin rectangle shape that comes with the leaf shape, and use a thicker green floral wire and add white glue on the rectangle and sandwich the wire. Hold this down while the white glue dries. Then start with the buds and floral tape the wire and start adding the flowers. I'm going every inch or so. The flowers should meet up like a dome. And when you have all the flowers in, I added a thicker floral wire and then started adding the leaves. The next part is optional. If you want to just make the flower as a single stem and add it into a vase, you could just do that with a thin wire. But I wanted to add this into a pot, like a small indoor tree. So I'm making the stem a little thicker to make it look more like a branch. Add any color tissue paper. I just happen to have this pink one. Then roll it onto the stem below the leaves. Then glue it in the beginning and at the end when you roll it around. Then I use masking tape to help secure it. Then I use this green crepe paper that I'll be linking below to cover that up. I glue it every so often as I go down the stem and try to mold it onto the branch. Then add it into a pot or keep it as a single stem like I mentioned and add it into a vase. I can't wait to see these in real life in Hawaii. These paper plumerias will be great to add into your paper flower bouquets. Please like this video below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.